William Henry Gates, better known as Bill Gates, is still considered one of the richest men in the world. But his legacy is not just about money. He was also one of the creators of Microsoft, the leading company in the market of operating systems and other software, creator of the famous Windows system. Bill Gates built his empire very young, and by the age of 31, he was already a billionaire. However, what many do not know is that in his journey, he had to make a difficult choice: continue his college education at a renowned institution or pursue his dreams. And it seems he made a good choice. That's why I've selected 7 quotes from Bill Gates that can help us make wiser decisions and give us the motivation we need to transform our lives completely. Success is a terrible teacher. It convinces smart people they can't lose. This is undoubtedly one of the major problems people face. Usually, when we're down, we try to find a way to change the situation, seeking a way out. For example, if you're facing financial problems, you quickly think of ways to overcome that bad situation. But when we're on top, the old saying, "Don't fix what isn't broken," comes to mind, right? However, Bill Gates teaches us that this motto can be our Trojan horse in life. We must seek constant development because, like any technology that isn't updated, no matter how good you are, you risk becoming obsolete over time. Choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. Who hasn't heard someone say, "I'm very disorganized. I'm not fit for this job," or like Gates' own example, "This guy is very lazy. I don't know how he still works here." We know what our flaws are, and we always try to hide them, highlighting only our qualities. However, Bill Gates shows us that we can use these flaws and take positive points from them. This idea is worth reflecting on, as we can explore the best of ourselves in areas that need improvement. Laziness can be used to solve something more simply, and disorganization, who knows, can help handle many things at once without being methodical. I really had a lot of dreams when I was little. I believe this is due to the fact that I had the opportunity to read a lot. If you Google tips for success, I'm sure reading will be in the top 5 of the list. They say we're a combination of the 5 people we spend the most time with, which means our inspirations, desires, and ideas are influenced by our environment. So, what's the closest path between you and the successful people you look up to? With reading, we can choose our mentors and absorb their advice in a contextualized and compact way in the form of a book. To be great, sometimes you have to take huge risks. You've probably been in a moment of your life where you had a goal that seemed wonderful, but there were some risks to get there. Many people settle and leave things as they are, but as Gates himself says, sometimes it's necessary to take risks. I'm not saying that the only path to success is always taking risks, but if you choose to avoid all battles, you'll miss the chance to be the winner. Just like in the stock market, where the investments that bring the greatest profit are those with the greatest risk. It's up to you to choose the battles you believe in and are worth fighting for. Technology is just a tool. When it comes to motivating children and getting them to work together, a teacher is the most important resource. Even Bill Gates, the founder of the company that holds 90% of the operating systems installed on today's computers, understands that technology is indeed very important, but only as a facilitator. The teacher is indeed the most important resource for shaping the future of children. Computers have come to revolutionize and facilitate access to content. And if you're around 30 years old, you know what it's like to do your work using books and encyclopedias. But there are some things that are necessary for children's development. And so far, nothing has been invented that can motivate and direct children as well as a teacher. I realized 10 years ago that my fortune should return to society. It's better not to transfer to our children a fortune of such magnitude that it's hard to imagine. It's not constructive for them. Bill Gates leads us to another great reflection. Often, we do everything possible for the people we love, whether they're your partner, your family, or your children. We're always trying to make sure they don't have to go through the same problems and difficulties we've been through. At some point, this can be good, but making them avoid all the adversities of life results in a spoiled person who doesn't value their achievements because they've never had to face difficulties to achieve them. This was one of the major factors that led Bill Gates to start investing a large portion of his money in philanthropic activities. His empire was too big to be left in the hands of one person, and he thought it was better to divide it for the development of the world. Life isn't fair. Get used to it. This phrase sums up humanity. Life isn't fair. Don't expect justice for everything. I know it's not a very pleasant truth, but not always doing a good job will earn you gratitude, and not always the most hardworking person is the one who will succeed in the end. Always try to be the best version of yourself, follow your dreams, take risks when you think it's worth it, defend the things you believe in because undoubtedly you'll feel good about yourself, and who knows, you might become the next Bill Gates. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. If there's any personality you'd like to see here on the channel, just leave your idea in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, and share this video with your friends. Until the next video, a big hug, and be amazing.